106.1 on the FM band. Make we talk Tuesdays at this time with Jeffrey Tavares.
Good afternoon. We're listening and watching from around the world and the Eastern Caribbean. This is Make We Talk right here on Roots 96.1 FM, the voice of the inner city, and also on the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube. Lord, hold on to me. We're also live on Jam Talk Vibes Radio. It's an internet radio station here in the United States. Where I'm being told that we're live on a platform in London, England. I don't know what platform that is. I need to find that out. Someone just told me about it. That someone in UK love to listen to when Jeffrey speak about the Vum Vavon and the Vum Vavi. Miss Isis, you love that one to Miss Isis?
Which one that? Because me and Dwight here talking about you should probably take them a patty, a Jamaican patty, while you're having your cup of tea.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell, my dear.
Me gone.
Oh my God, this is funny. It's true. I think we should have a cup of tea and a slice of bread and butter and some Jamaican party. Oh, I think we should do that one of these days. Good afternoon or good morning, listeners. Those who live in London, England, and Northern Irelands. This is the Make We Talk program, the Poor People program. I dub myself as the Poor People Defender. We're gonna have coming on anytime soon. Miss Isis, can you give out the roots can call in, please?
All right, that number is 658-208-8512. That's 658-208-8512.
And the number in the United States is 954-529-8030. 954-529-8030. That's the number to call here in the United States if you want to speak about any issues that you're facing in your neck of the wood. I'm being told that there is a water crisis in Negril, same way, It is unconfirmed to me that they're using some sewage water business. I'm not ready to take on that as yet. And there is some news reaching me also that local government minister Desmond McKenzie is not well. That's local government minister Desmond McKenzie. He is not well. Unconfirmed report that he is in a hospital, an undisclosed hospital in Kingston. But there is news reaching me that local government minister Desmond McKenzie, he is not well at all. There is some wrangle and tangle going on between the opposition leader and this constitutional debate thing, where dual citizen. But we're being hypocritical in this country, And I said I won't take part in this discussion because somebody within the realms of close to me may have certain things also. But there's a lot of people within the Parliament of Jamaica who has dual citizenship, I would urge everyone to go and read an article in the Gleaner that was written by a well-known attorney at law, Hugh Wildman. It opened my eyes to a lot of things. That our constitution is very, my grandmother says, very particular. The constitution to me is very confusing. It speaks about Commonwealth citizens. It also speaks to people who hold dual citizenship. It speaks about if you reach the age of 21 as a Commonwealth citizen, you can also run as a member of Parliament. You can also be appointed to the Senate. But I did not know that although we are Commonwealth citizens, it does not mean that King Charles ruled over us in a sense. There's a different area of it, wherein the Constitution speaks about it, and subsection 40 of the 30 and subsection 40 of the Constitution speaks about it. I am going to see if I can get somebody who is well versed within the Constitution to come on here and speak to us about it. I wouldn't mind if Roots FM, you know, if Mr. Sir Dwight could reach out to the Constitution Affairs Ministry for next week Tuesday, for somebody to come on to us on next week Tuesday to speak to us some more about it. It is very hard for me to do it from up here, so I wouldn't mind. I'm going to speak to Sir Dwight and somebody off air to get somebody from the Constitutional Reform Committee to speak to us in layman terms. We don't want no fundamental hypocritical or rogopartical words, because some of us in our country don't understand those highfalutin words. So they need to speak to us in layman terms for us to understand certain things within the Constitution. Over the weekend, opposition leader Mark Gold told some people gathering at the PNP conference, the original conference, that he will not sit as Prime Minister. And apparently, the election is gearing up. Whether we like it, yes or no, election is in the air. Election fever is in the air. And we must get ready. Roots FM, get ready for some election, you know. Because we have to get certain things from the realms of the two political parties to show them that Roots FM is like the upper end. Some of these people believe that the people of the Vumva of the radio station they must go to. I behave myself this morning here. But this morning we're going to speak about what the opposition leader is talking about, that he will not sell out the country. We're waiting on well-known human rights activist Luke George Cook to join us to speak some more about it. But in the meantime, I am going to speak about some news coming into us. Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, Gaston Brown, lashed out against developing countries. The audio is bad. Hold on there. Let me see something here. Are you all hearing me properly now? What happened to the audio? I don't know. I hope you all hearing me properly now.
You mean us in the
because
studio?
Because somebody said Mr. Tavares, the audio is bad. I don't know what's going on.
You mean
the audio is supposed to be good.
Are you asking
Let
us
me
in
know
the
if you
studio?
all hear me properly. Sam, talk to me, Sam. Okay, Cooper. Thanks very much. Yes, we're gonna speak some more about what Mr. Golden said, but in the meantime, what we're getting here is that Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, Gaston Brown, has lashed out against developing countries when it comes on to climate change. They haven't done enough to help third world countries like Jamaica, Antigua and Barbuda and other countries within the Caribbean. And he was speaking at the UN a couple of days ago, or a couple of hours ago, and he really lashed out against them about it. Empty promises. Also back home in Jamaica, Governor for the Bank of Jamaica is saying that if they should raise interest rate or reduce interest rate, it will affect consumer purchasing. That's not good either. A young man who was brutally murdered in East Manchester, who received the Prime Minister's Youth Award. The Manchester police is saying that they are 99% near to get to the people who killed the man. We're gonna, but you know something, I'm gonna do a program, where former Minister of National Security, Robert Bobby Montague, a lot of people don't like Bobby Montague here. And I'm gonna say something this morning, people are gonna vex with me, but say Bobby Montague, for some reason, I like the man. You know why? He's a very outspoken person. Regardless of what people may say, I can't prove nothing. But Montague told his colleagues in the parliament a couple months ago that they should resume hanging. It can't be that they have corporal punishment on the books and not a thing is being done. If you don't want to hang the people then who commit crime, then take it off the book. But Mr. Montague went on to say in the parliament they should hang them until they're dead, or the teeth kill like corn dog. And I agree with him. I don't believe a man should kill poor Miss Matty and go and yam taxpayers' money. Kill him. That is my views. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. This young man is dead because of one of these hoodlums go around and shooting people for nothing at all. Now back home into Jamaica again. I heard the Minister of Justice, Delroy Chuck, speaking about they're going to ban punishment from within the homes. So you're telling me now that the Andrew Holness administration going to tell me how to raise my child? Huh? The Andrew Holness administration going to tell me how to raise my child? I never see such nonsense in my life. Ban corporal punishment in what? So you are going to tell me when my son himself got out of hand because he's eating too much salt, or my daughter eating too much salt and getting out of hand, me mustn't put any punishment on them? On to drink mad puss piss in this country, I don't believe government should be telling me how to raise my child. And that is why these young people within the schools nowadays, our teachers can't speak to them because they believe that they're big women and big men. So how should you want to tell me how to raise my child? With Sankey saying so. Mr. Chuck, I think you should win and come again, sir. You know what I believe? Some of these parliamentarians, is when they go home at night time and the helper give them some stupid niggeritis. And when niggeritis chip in, you know what they do? They go to bed and they sleep and they get the next morning all 3 o'clock in the morning. And I say, you know what? I'm going to put in certain laws. I'm going to go to the parliament and put in certain legislation to pass in the parliament. I'm not disrespecting the Minister of Justice, the good Delroy Chuck. But Mr. Chuck, you can't tell me how to punish my child, sir. Mr. Chuck, you cannot tell me how to run my home. We can't tell you how to run the parliament. I can't believe when it's bold up here and up conqueror. So you can't tell me how to run my home. Now I don't believe that you people should be telling us how to run our homes. Alright. The time has come for parliament to stop such nonsense in telling us how to run our homes. So you people are going to tell us that we can't school our children in the home. If they go out on a date and the curfew time to come back home 10 o'clock then, and they come back home at 1 o'clock, I mustn't punish them? On if that right truck and the Andronis administration know how it costs to run a home. Because taxpayer pay for them home, you know. Taxpayer pay for them light, then water, the chicken back that the dog nyam, that him eat nyam. Taxpayers pay for all of those things, you know. So they do not know how it costs us at home to run our homes. But you know, I'm putting in certain things in place for us to abide by it. You're not chatting nonsense. I don't believe in it. And the people of Jamaica should stand up and say no more. Enough is enough. That is why these young people nowadays can be disrespecting teachers at the schools and nothing comes out of it. Anyway, by the way, I believe that everyone in our country should get a copy of the new Constitution Reform Committee booklet that they put out. It cannot be that we have a new constitution in place I don't know where the feedback is coming from at all. It's not coming from my end, because when I put up your thing, the feedback is coming from that end. Not coming from my end at all. Miss Isis, are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm checking it out again, Jeffrey.
Okay, because I know it is coming from your end. I think there is something with StreamYard that you need to go back into UBS.
I'm checking it out. Yeah, I'm checking it out.
Okay, ma'am. Yes. So, I believe that, oh Lord, I believe that we all need to sit down and have somebody, as I said before, talk to us about the Constitution. Because if they can't put term limits in the Constitution, and they can't put election date in the Constitution, it makes no sense. I'm a part of any Constitution reform. We don't want a prime minister to sit there for, when you feel like to call election, we call election. Yeah, not Sankey don't think so. Not that Sankey don't think so. I haven't seen my guest as yet, Mr. Luke George Cook. So what I'm going to do is just go on with the program until I get through to him, because he's supposed to come on any time now. We only have, it is now 11:23 in Jamaica. We go up until 12 o'clock in Jamaica, and we cut off from Roots. So I want to people on Roots for him to hear his views on what is going on within the opposition party and the whole thing of Mr. Golden holding dual citizenship according to them. Mark, behave yourself about this, man. Behave yourself. Yes. So, let us go to what Mr. Golden said over the weekend, that if he become Prime Minister of Jamaica, he will not set up the Jamaican people. Here we go.
You tonight, comrades, that when I become Prime Minister of this country, I will not sell you out. I will ensure that the resources of the people are used exclusively for the people. And I will focus on fixing the real issues confronting Jamaica so we can have a brighter future and move from the malaise and the lack of hope where we are now to a brighter place, because we are a great people. But we're being held back by a government that majors in public relations and spin, but is not delivering the fundamental changes that have to happen for our country to move forward. And comrades, for us to do that, for us to get that chance, we need Western St. Mary. We have Central. Dr. Guy has been a tall strength in Central, and Omar Newell, a brilliant youth, is going to take the baton, and I'm confident he will bust the tape first in Central. Western, we have been wondering about how we were going to move forward. And I met this brethren right here, Conrad Woodbine. I mean him reason come check me the other day. I mean him reason. And Mr. said, this man has what it takes to represent Western well and to deliver the big trip in Western with the support of all of us. So comrades, comrades, I have just say to each of you tonight, let us be one force together as PNP. Put aside all differences. Focus on the real issue, which is to get back your MP in Garden House so he can serve you well. You did it for us by delivering 3 divisions, and we are grateful, comrades. And when you deliver Western St. Mary to us as well, we will be grateful as well. And we will do things for St. Mary and for Western to show that we are grateful for what you have done for us. So comrades, don't be distracted. Focus on the work that needs to be done. The canvassing, the sending of our message of hope to the people. Remind them where we're coming from. Remind them of the great things that the PNP has done for the people of Jamaica. Remind them of the National Housing Trust that we built under Joshua Manley. Remind them of all the highways that were built. North Coast Highway, North-South Link, Highway 2000. Remind them of the ports and the infrastructure that were developed under the PNP. Remind them of the National Health Fund, and the Chase Fund, and the Drugs for the End of the Program, and the PATH Program, and all the other things that the PNP has put in place to help more people move forward in life.
Remind them of that. Mr. Golden is telling comrades that he will not sell out the country when he becomes Prime Minister of Jamaica. If a lot of us will understand what the Constitution means, the Jamaican Constitution is a very complex constitution. Very complex constitution. And if we all get a copy of the Constitution and read it. You have a call, Miss Isis?
No call.
Okay. And read it. Thank you very much. And read it. Then we'll understand what the Constitution is speaking about. Okay? Go back and read the article in the Gleaner. I think when you unmute your mic, Miss Isis, that's the time the feedback comes on. When you mute your mic, it doesn't come on at all.
Repeat that. I didn't hear what you just said.
I said whenever you unmute your mic from this end, that's the time the feedback comes on. But when you mute the mic,
I think we just tested it a while ago because when you were playing the thing a while ago, we didn't hear any feedback with Mark Golding. There was no feedback at all.
Because whenever I play a video, it mute all mics.
Well, I don't know, but we seem to think that we checked everything on this side and everything is okay. So can you check your side once again? I'm going to take a quick break.
Go ahead, take the break and come back. I won't take the break, but you can take the break, okay?
Okay,
We say we will take a break, but we don't take the break with them. We do apologize about that. Anyway, what we're speaking about today is what Mr. Golding said, and I'm saying to everybody on this platform this morning, get a copy of the Constitution and read it before you talk about sellout. Read it and understand it, because there's some stuff in the Constitution you don't know about, and I may not know about either.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk.
You're listening to Roots 96.1 FM, owned and operated by the Mustard Seed Communities. giving voice to the voiceless.
Hi, I'm Sharon.
Hi, I'm Marcia.
I'm Adrian.
Join us this and every Wednesday morning for Extraordinary Abilities on Roots 96.1 FM. Join us for news, views, and interviews with extraordinary people. Extraordinary Abilities every Wednesday morning, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on your extraordinary radio station, Roots 96.1 FM. It's gonna be fun, informative, and educational, but most of all, it will be extraordinary.
Get the real inner city community news and be informed. You can do all that and more on City Beat, Monday to Friday at 12:45 p.m. on Roots 96.1 FM. City Beat puts you in the know and keeps you rocking in a world of knowledge. So let City Beat catch you on Roots 96.1 FM, Monday to Friday at 12:45 for City Beat. City Beat is the pulse of the city, so don't miss it. Monday to Friday at 12:45 p.m. on Roots 96.1.
Bakayard Magazine presents the Music Feel Reggae Show on Roots FM with Music Feel, DJ Sogi and SK. Every Wednesday, 5 p.m. till 6:30 p.m. This is the complete show where you get music updates, artist interviews and reviews. The Music Feel Reggae Show is brought to you by the legendary Bakayard Magazine. Know your roots.
You're listening to Roots 96.1 FM, owned and operated by the Mustard Seed Communities, giving voice to the voiceless.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it.
And when the people of St. Andrew voted for him and he won that constituency, and the Labour Party won, all of them within the Labour Party come together and say, okay, they want him to be Prime Minister. The people of Jamaica under the present constitution did not vote for Mr. Holness. Welcome back to Roots 96.1 FM, the voice of the inner city. We are back on Roots. Yes, the people of Jamaica did not vote for Mr. Holness. And we must get that and understand it. The Jamaican people did not vote for Mr. Holness. And we must have a say in our new constitution. So when they have the referendum, the vote on the constitution, the referendum, they don't put in place. But the people of Jamaica must vote for their president. Then it's a willy-nilly constitution that they give to us. The fly-by-night, pitch-by-day constitution they're giving to us. I know better than the Bucky Masters of yesterday. We, the people, must have a say. We, the people, need a government of the people, for the people, and by the people. And that is why we can't have Andrew Holness administration pushing down the constitution on our truth. We must tell them point blank that we don't understand certain clause and subsection this and subsection that. And we need explanation. If the Constitutional Reform Committee was really thinking about the people of Jamaica and the people of the inner city, what they would have done is approach Mustard Seed at own Roots FM and pump some money in Roots FM, having a town hall meeting in Mahou Drive, Arnett Garden, and all those places. But no, what they do is to go up to the people of the Vumvavon, the Vumvaveen, who have effluence of society, the people of Cherry Garden and Narbrook, who own radio stations. They need to get the inner city radio station like Roots FM was been there from Wapi Kill Philip use that airwave to educate the people of Jamaica about constitutional reform. That is my take on it. Mr. Golding, not taking for Mr. Golding. Mr. Golding is a born Jamaican. He was born in Jamaica. He grew up in Jamaica. He went to school in Jamaica. He go overseas and go to school. He came back to Jamaica, went to Norman Manley Law School. And so is Babsy Grange. Babsy Grange is a Canadian citizen, but she was born in Jamaica. A lot of people are not talking about that. A lot of people are talking about Mr. Matthew Samuda, who is, I think, is a British citizen. All the debating on his Master Mark. Don't debate on Mr. Golding alone, man. We must split the differences and call a spade a spade. If Mark Jefferson Golding holds a British passport, so is Babsy Grange, who holds a Canadian passport. And so is Mr. Matthew Samuda, who holds a British passport. And so is somebody else within the parliament too. I can't call the name. But we must call a spade a spade. Mr. Holness must come clean. There are many people within the Labour Party who hold dual citizenship. There are many people within the parliament who does. So why is it everybody that's flying down on one person only? And Juliet Cuthbert Flynn. I'm so ashamed of her. You're going to go to social media. I'm going to talk about who for skin white and who for skin this. Listen to me, we're all Jamaicans. And that is why this country will not be any better because of these politicians who continue putting down in the people's head of the country as divided as the politics seems. We can't be as divided as our politics in this country. We cannot be. We have a couple more minutes leave on Roots FM. Mr. Patterson was a member of the Privy Council, or Petty Council, whatever you want to call it. Portia Simpson Miller was one, and if my memory serves me correctly, Bruce Golding was one. If my memory serves me correctly, I think Edward Siago was a member of the Privy Council also. And so is Michael Manley. I'm yet to be corrected. But a lot of people don't understand the level of the Constitution. A lot of people don't understand the role of the Privy Council, the role of the CCJ. Jamaicans, do we want to stay with the Privy Council or do we want to go to the Caribbean Court of Justice? Another thing again, they're talking about independent. Look at this. Mr. Holness was talking about Jamaica becoming a republic. All right? What he did was to spend how much $1 million of taxpayers' money pushing the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Ms. Camilla Johnson Smith, to become Secretary General of the Commonwealth. And say all these people hypocritical? This current Prime Minister was pushing for Camilla Johnson Smith to become Secretary General of the Commonwealth. And yet we're going Republic. Is it that when we go Republic, we're still going to remain a member of the Commonwealth? That make any sense? We're saying bye-bye, according to them, the Bucky Master. We're saying bye-bye to King Charles. But half of us going to still remain with King Charles? That makes absolutely no sense, and that is why I'm saying to you, that's what I'm saying to you, that they need to come clean with the Jamaican people. Are we gonna still remain a member of the the Commonwealth of Nations? Or are we going to say bye-bye to them? Are we going to still remain a member of the Privy Council? Or are we going to say bye-bye to them and become a member of the CCJ? Huh? What are we doing? What signal are we sending to our people? If the Parliament of Jamaica can complain to the Jamaican people and say, okay, we are going to separate ties, we're going to say bye-bye to the king completely. We don't want no Privy Council, we don't want no Commonwealth, we don't want nothing. We just want to be a republic. Tell us what you all want to do. No. Don't tell me what Barbados True Republic is a member of the Privy Council. No, sir. When you were a member of Britain, when you governed by Britain, and although you become independent, you're still governed by Britain. If you want to become republic, you can say, okay, we're going to become republic. We have no ties with London. We don't want to be a part of any Commonwealth of Nations. They are confusing the people of this country. And I'm here to be corrected if I'm wrong. I'm here to be corrected if I'm wrong. And I know I'm not wrong. I know I'm not wrong. It cannot be, man. If we're saying bye-bye to King Charles, then say bye-bye to everything. I am not saying that Barbados is not a member of the Commonwealth. What I am saying to you is this, that if you're going to go republic, you can't remain a member of XQYZ. Be republic. Why are you hanging on to the monarch? Barbados is saying bye-bye. Barbados is a republic now, but yet they still hang on to the monarch. I've been a member of the Commonwealth. Does that make any sense? Huh? Does that make any sense? It makes absolutely no sense. That's all I'm saying. There is True Republic. They decide to stay on to it because they didn't ask the people nothing. Those people in Parliament, they are the one who decide for the majority of the Barbados people and the Jamaican people. If you are going to say, we want to go republic, we have nothing to do with London, with the UK, then go republic and have nothing to do with the UK. Don't go republic and still hang on to the Commonwealth of Nations. Don't go republic and still hang on to the UK Final Court of Appeal. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. And that's why I'm saying that the people must understand. The people must know. The people must know. And the people must get an understanding of what a constitutional reform is. If the Jamaican people have never seen a copy of the Constitution, how the dickens are going to know what is reform of a Constitution? Majority of Jamaicans have never seen a copy of the Constitution. Not disrespecting people, but majority of people who live in Maho Drive, where Roots FM is, have never seen a copy of the Constitution. Majority of people who live in Arnett, God, Ream, and Jungle have never seen a copy of the Constitution. Yet you people are talking about Constitution for the Jamaican people. I'm not chatting nonsense to our ears, man. And that's what I'm saying. What they need to do is have about 4 years or 3 years of discussion with the Jamaican people. You have a good radio station down there named Roots FM. Let Roots FM be a station that do the since I believe that the inner city people have no sense. As some of the people in the parliament say we have no sense, you know. We can't read and we can't write. And use some big word. Fundamental of the hypocritical, democratical, hypocritical. But people have smartphones that looking up the meaning of stuff. What I am saying that the Constitutional Affairs Office led by the Minister, Ms. Marlene Malahou, need to get in contact with the radio stations who the people are listening to, the inner city radio station like Roots FM. Find out what it's going to cost to do an XQY, so then do it. Let the people understand. Teach the people the meaning of Constitution. How many Jamaicans have ever read the Charter of Fundamental Rights? How many Jamaicans understand the meaning of fundamental rights in their own country? How many Jamaicans have ever read the New Gun Act law? How many? We need people to sponsor this program like the Mekwit program to explain to the people what it's all about. I have joining me now here my good friend Luke George Cook. Luke, welcome to the program.
Mr. Tavares and your listeners, what I want to do today?
We're here sucking salt through wooden spoon according to Mutty Perkins.
Well, I'm not join him. My neighbor had a pick to guava.
Oh Lord, you remember live on Roots FM too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Cook, your views on the whole idea. Mr. Golden said he won't sell out the country as Prime Minister. But your views on the whole thing of this constitutional reform. I don't believe the Jamaican people has gotten enough of understanding about constitutional reform in this country. You know?
The people have not got enough, Jeffrey, and I don't think the people are demanding enough. What we have become is a set of second-hand gossip monger. Mr. Golden, by no stretch of the imagination under the old constitution has broken any laws of Jamaica, and that's what we need to establish. Mr. Golden don't need to be making public utterances, pontificating to the Andrew Holness administration, who needs to be honest with the Jamaican people and talk some truth to power. What is really happening with the illicit six? What is happening with crime? What is happening with health? What is happening with corruption? What is happening with the so-called global warming that Jamaicans them are telling you now you must go check any old person who you know who are living in a house. The fact of the matter is that the most important document of a country was given to an irresponsible, immature minister, Miss Malahou, foot, or whatever she want name, who has no respect for the Jamaican people and feel like taking such an important decision. And Jeffrey, it's against the backdrop that P.J. Patterson, Edward Seaga, David Core, Carl Dunkley, the CM Minister of Justice, where now is talking like he's the most ignorant person I've ever seen on the global planet. They have been working on constitution reform from Wapi Akil Philo, and they have never done proper consultation, which is an insult to the Jamaican people, because you have the Social Development Commission who has the mandate to engage the citizen at every level. They have a 3-tier system that we keep on saying to people, STC must close its door. It is a dysfunctional organization serving the Jamaican people. You have the parish development committees, Jeffrey. Mm-hmm. The parish development committee is set up to look on what is affecting the parish, and it must engage what is called the area development committee. So I might be in downtown Kingston and Crossroad and Arbitrary make up an area development committee. I might be in downtown Kingston and there are 17 communities that make up and that's an area development committee. Where were the consultation with these people and the parish development? But let's go further, Jeffrey Tavares. You have what is called the community committee, where all the so-called NGOs, business people, church organizations, civil society group, they are supposed to be meeting in a fashion and discussing things like the constitution reform. The constitution cannot even be read by the ordinary Jamaican, be understood by the ordinary Jamaican. So you're going to reform something when the people who are supposed to be the driver of their democracy can't read it, don't understand it, and nobody's taking the time to teach it. So if the minister really wanted a constitution reform that reflects the will and the desire and the aspiration of the Jamaican people, Jeffrey, why would you be coming to the Jamaican people like Nicodemus by night and rushing through? And so they have created, for sure, your own constitution. No need no reform. Me no want left England. Me look George Cook, me no want left England because when me say a Jamaica, I better me stand with the white man. I no care who I'm black and talk about their African, the wicked people them in this country who knows what is wrong refuse to get up and say what is wrong. So what do you expect ordinary people to say? Jeffrey, if Jamaican people don't know what their municipalities are supposed to be doing for them, how are they going to hold their local government and how do you expect them to hold central government to a better standard? Come on, Jeffrey Tavares. The Jamaica Labour Party is an ambitious, egotistic set of people who will rape you in the broad daylight, and nobody can talk because them wrong and strong. Is a wrong and strong, is a danmanship, is a dictatorship, it's tyranny, and it's the most tyrannic of all the leaders I've seen come. Andrew, Mr. Thiago looks like an angel.
Hold on for me, Lou. I want some people to understand something. And ignorance is a hell of a thing in this country, you know. Ignorance is a hell of a thing in this country. I am a born Jamaican, born and bred in Jamaica, just like Mark Jefferson Golding, born in Jamaica. I can go to any country in the world and get citizenship from that country. Any one of them who's given citizenship. Mr. Golding doesn't have to put out his birth certificate to show that he's a Jamaican citizen. He is a Jamaican citizen. And for those nincompoops, and I will apologize, and these are my views.
But hold on there, Jeffrey.
Hold on for me, look. These are my views, not Roots FM views. Anybody who want to come on for me. We have some loggerheads in the Parliament of Jamaica where termites eat out them brain. People like Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, who go on social media to talk about the color of a man's skin and favor Jamaica. I am not a member of the People's National Party. I'm a member of the Jamaica Labour Party. I'm a Jamaican. And we must speak truth to power. Mr. Mark Jefferson Golding is a Jamaican by birth. And what Mr. Golding father has done for this country, neither P.J. Patterson, Edward Seaga, Bruce Golding, and all the premises in this country can never do it for what this man what he has done for Jamaica. And the time has come for us to stop this nonsense, man. Show what birth certificate for where?
I'm sorry, sir, nobody can sell me one citizenship to our next country because these are the dumb, ignorant people. Them dunce plus GCT, I mean, I have no apologize. Poor people for suffer in Jamaica. Them belly bottom for drop out, them for top, listen to lie. Poor people coming like domestic violence victim. The more the man them beat, you know, and the more them love, you know. Come on, Jeffrey. I mean, you just said something. And look here, I don't care what color you are. You see, if you're ugly, and you show me say you're ugly, Jeffrey, I'm going to deal with you accordingly. But me, born in the 70s, And me here said John Golden give up in prestigious career England and come here when we'd a fight polio and we'd a fight yellow fever. And that man left an institution that has put more plastic leg on people's foot. And him and his wife come here have one pitney here. And at the time, if the child was born to Mr. Dr. Golden, Sir John Golden, Dr. Golden, whatever I want him, and Mrs. Golden, and then they do have to file for the citizenship of Britain, them could have filed Australia too. And remember, say Australians don't really love the Brits, as we know, because of the years of colonization and so forth. But Jeffrey, you want to tell me, saying in 2004, one man will born here, live here, go to school here, and comfortable and making money. I want to say come from old money. I don't know, because God know me want to beg him some this morning. And the man contributed. I want to say him buy out Finsta, I don't know. Just like how it is alleged that Miss Holness own the sitting now where kill the woman. So a whole heap of things they have to talk about. But it's not talk is cheap. Other people in the parliament have dual citizenship. So why did good for it is alleged that Mr. Vaza forgot put out Mr. Golden one and create a tailspin. When they say the man a precary and him a beating tick. Now when they come with he is white and him have one foot in and one. The whole town have no foot in because on a sell way out. On a sell way out for a pot of porridge. The way on a sell way out, we don't even know we sell out. We just believe on a lie. It's all a lie. Smoke screen. All a lie.
But not only that, Luke George. If the Minister of Transportation can come and tell the people of Jamaica, it is in the newspaper that it was written in the newspaper, I was told, that the minister said he got the information about Mr. Golden from Pika. Then if he got it from Pika, that means that American citizens who are coming into Jamaica are not safe. Because if a minister of government can get your itinerary of when you're traveling into Jamaica, the American government and the State Department must look into this. And I will apologize for what I'm saying. It cannot be that a minister of government can get information from a government organization.
You know how long them for fire the man up a Pika with the labor right them promote, Mr. Wynn, and all of the shenanigans were going up there so that then did right. And the staff started to complain, up there was a glorified ramping shop, Lucky 38. But he's still there. You know why? He's reflective of leadership in here. When you're a woman in this country, them want you to lift up your clothes. And when you don't lift up your clothes, them fire you and call you troublemaker. Jamaica needs leader Jeffrey. And let me tell you, all our institutions of government are being run by cowards. All of them are being run by cowards. Everybody's keeping their heads low and their mouth closed so that they can take what they can take and leave the country. When they're done with this country, we're going to need one leaf in front of us and one leaf behind us. And that no need nobody, no argument with no done somebody about where Mr. Owl is the wrong. Where Mr. Owl is the wrong. When I sit down every day, I want to see the things them where Mr. Owl is the wrong. Where Mr. Owl is the wrong. Him not do nothing wrong because here we are criminal. Anybody will support PMP and JLP have criminal intent.
Hold on for me, look. We're going to say it is now 11:58 in Jamaica, I presume. We're going to say thanks to Roots 96.1 FM, the voice of the inner city, for carrying the Make We Talk program. I wish we could go from 10 o'clock until 12 o'clock on Roots FM, you know. We need some sponsorship. I don't know if anybody can sponsor for Tuesday morning. If it's once a month, that we can go from 10 in the morning until about 11 o'clock. Until about 12 o'clock. We need something like that. And I need some sponsorship for that program. Anyway, we're going to say thanks to Roots 96.1 for being a part of the Make We Talk program. We're going to continue here on the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. I want to say thanks to Miss Isis Miller. Thanks to Mr. Dwight and everybody there. And thanks to our new manager. Welcome to Roots FM, sir. I hope to talk to you one of these days. Return to the studios of Roots 96.1 FM. Miss Isis, take it away.
Look here.
Go ahead.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk.
The national budget is everybody's business because it impacts everyone. The time brought to you by the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service is...
It is 12 p.m.